Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why I sounded so bad saying ladies there. It was quite embarrassing, but it's MUT Monday on Tuesday. Yes, this is the newest installment of MUT Monday. It's where we do MUT Monday on Tuesday because there was nothing to talk about on Monday, or at least I didn't find it. Because today we're going to talk about the Team Standout Series 4, or a free 95 overall player. Now, I'm going to try to keep this video a little short and sweet, trying to keep it around that 8 to 9 minute mark, just because why not? But first, let's open some packs. We'll open one pack, because the others are going to be quick sells. Ready? Oh, power up? Lawrence Taylor. That's interesting, I might power him up. Benny Snell. Jalen Mills. We'll talk about him in a little bit. Alright, well, that was not fun. But we got Lawrence Taylor. I'm going to quick sell those, so we know how to do those now. But, also, Justin Herbert, Chase Young. Mwah, very good card. So, let's go ahead and talk about how to get these team standouts. You're going to go to challenges all the way down to team affinities. We've been here before. Team Standout Series 4. Complete all 32 challenges to earn a choice of a 95 overall Standouts player NAT to add to your team. Now, there's some decent ones there. Now, all you gotta do is it just says complete the challenges. That means that there's not a certain amount of stars you have to get. So if I want to play Texans, all I do is just win the game. I can just do it on, the easiest difficulty. Not too bad. Not all of them are win the game. Some of them take a little bit longer than others, but how many have I moved through already? Let's see. Yeah, I've already got 5 done. So, we're making some progress. Now, I want to go ahead and note some of the cards that I think are worth talking about or worth picking up. First, we'll look them up, and then if we can't find them, I'll just tell you the stats audibly. So, as we do it, there's nobody that really there's 2 people, we'll say it like this. There's 2 people that I say stand out, and I think are pretty, 2 to 3 guys who I think are really good. And then from there, it's alright. Their team standouts. But then past that, there's nothing too crazy. And then it's just kind of guys that would just make your team better. Deontay Johnson is one of the better receivers, only 94 speed. So not somebody who I'm too hype on. Jimmy Ward also, you need a free safety, you can get him. Not somebody I would say. Somebody I would say is Montez Sweat. I think he was the top guy I was talking about. Yes, I understand the auction's ended. I'm not trying to buy him. I'm just trying to look at the stats. Bucko. I definitely think Montez Sweat is one of the best, if not the best. 93 speed at that right outside, or that right edge position. 95 finesse moves, 81 power moves, 93 block shed, 93 play rec. I think there's a really good guy off the edge, especially if you can get him for free. 93 speed's not something to mess with. If you are a D-line user, first off, I pray for you. And second off, that, this could be a really good guy. This could also be a really good guy for contains or some of these outside pressures where, you're spreading your ends out. I think this is a really good guy to do so. He definitely could beat guys off the edge. He's got 95 finesse moves. That obviously helps for speed rushing, but 93 speed certainly is not something to joke around with. And I definitely have him as one of the top guys. Who else did I have? Okay. We'll see if he's there, because I'd like to highlight him before. And he is not there. They actually don't have a lot up. So we'll talk about him, just you and I, me and you. Okay, I get that I have a low battery. 95 overall, obviously they all are. Right outside linebacker, Kenneth Murray Jr., the first round pick of the Los Angeles Chargers. 92 speed at that right outside linebacker position. 93 excel. 95 tackling. 90 block shed. Nothing really much of a pass rusher. 63 power moves. 70 finesse. Nothing that's going to beat a tackle too often. But if this will load, I'm looking off a MUT head at the moment. I really like him as a coverage corner. Coverage corner. As a zone, kind of that purple, those curl flats. I think he's really good for it. He's got 81 zone, which is pretty good. 96 hit power, 92 jumping. He's got 91 awareness. I think he's pretty good there. I do think he's a good run stuffer as well, but I don't think that he is a pass rusher in the slightest. You might be able to catch him on maybe a running back or something, but other than that, I don't think this is a linebacker that you should blitz. But this could be a really good guy to match up with somebody like a Lawrence Taylor, somebody like a Von Miller, even better, who is really good. You could just consistently rush Von Miller, and then just have Kenneth Murray drop back into coverage. I think that's a really good strategy, and probably a good way to use him. Now, if you don't know, you might be new around here. I am a Carolina Panthers fan, and what that means is that the player we got isn't Teddy Bridgewater. So that means that we got somebody, all right? Because whenever we got the Teddy Bridgewater card, I cried myself to sleep multiple nights because he is, and I quote, god awful. But we got DJ Moore. Now, he's 1A, 1B tier for the wide receivers, and that I think he and Will Fuller, who we will talk about very shortly, you could go either way on who's better. I think a lot of people say Will Fuller's better, but that's not the point. 94 speed, 94 jump, 94 catching, 93 catching traffic's very good, 95 spec catch, 93 short route running, 90 mid route running, 92 deep route running. I think overall he's a really good card. You've got a lot of mediocre wide receivers. I think Deontay Johnson's my number 3 receiver. But other than that, there's not anybody that super impresses me. And so I feel that if you need, another wide receiver option, I think he's very good. I think he's really good in the slot and as a vertical threat. He's also good rack catching. Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff, but I feel like once you get him out in space, I think he'll be very good. I think he'll be good on those immediate to deep routes. Anything else that really catches my eye? Nothing much. I do think he's good, but here is Will Fuller, who I imagine most people will think he's a little better, because he has 95 speed. He's the fastest receiver and fastest player out of this whole thing. I think he's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, I'm going to lean a little more to DJ Moore, as he's more of a balanced receiver. Will Fuller, 95 speed, 88 jump, 91 catch, 92 catch in traffic, 95 spec catch, which is good, 95 short route running, 95 medium route running, 91 deep route running. You really can't go wrong with either player. You're looking for speed. I would say Will Fuller's probably better, but if my time comes around and I'm looking for a wide receiver, I'm trying to make a little bit of a Panthers theme team, so I would go there. Running backs, Ezekiel Elliott was another guy that surprisingly is good. We'll show you here. I think he's very good because he's got 94 speed at the running back position, 94 break tackle, 92 change of direction, doesn't have great catching. I always am hesitant to tell you to get a free running back just because of the plethora of running backs in the game. Kind of the same with quarterbacks. Go out and get somebody that you like, But if you need help with that running back position, you're a Cowboys fan, whatever it is, you like Zeke Elliott, maybe you're an Ohio State Buckeyes fan, or you just want a good free running back. I think this is probably one of the best free running backs in the game. 94 speed's really, really good. If you don't know, Ezekiel Elliott his cars are always better than advertised. So don't be surprised if this card really plays like a 97, a 98. You get this thing powered up. It's going to be a really, really good card. Another thing that I wanted to note was corners. I don't really have a top corner. You got J.C. Jackson from the Patriots. A.J. Terrell. A.J. Terrell, he is... A.J. Terrell, okay. Here was the card. Another card. And the last one we will talk about. I know there was one around here. There he is. He's got 95 speed. And at that corner position, really, really good. Also, he's wearing the all-black Atlanta unis. Everybody knows all-black Atlanta unis is the shit. I hate the Falcons, but I do like the unis. Everybody knows this. 95 speed, 95 excel. If you can't read, I'll do it for you. 93 man coverage, 95 zone, 94 press. This is probably the card that I will end up getting. Really, really good. He's a good slot corner as well. But other than that, the other corners, they're all 93 speed. Nothing really separates them. AJ Terrell, you've got the speed. You can get those coverage stats up. I definitely think you get 99 zone. Really good. He's even got good press. You definitely could man him up, and he'd be just fine. Looking at Muthead, they will agree on that. He's not going to be a good run support physical corner, but let's be honest. We ain't playing to have physical run support corners. We're having the corners to get interceptions. And so, with that being said, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Again, the guys that I recommend getting are the guys I talked about. Kenneth Murray Jr. We'll highlight him here just for you. Kenneth Murray Jr., Zeke Elliott, AJ Terrell, DJ Moore, Will Fuller. Let's see, who else did I skip out on? Montez Sweat is the best one in this whole set. But these are really good guys that if you need a certain position, you need a certain thing to fill on your team, definitely go out and do it. With that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below who you're going to get, and comment down below. Panthers are the best team in the league if you've made it this far. Obviously, it's true, but if you've made it this far in the video, comment that. Yeah, that'll be all. And so now I'm going to edit this real quick and go to the gym. So props to me for being physically active.